I encountered the problem of a population which is very permissive to corruption. I encountered a population of Kenyans who, it's like they've made corruption part of their life. They really don't care. They think that the money that is being stolen is government money. It is not their money. They don't even believe they pay taxes. When in actual sense, ukilipa token ya 50 bob, 20 bob inakuanga ni tax. So otherwise ulikuwa ulipe 30 bob but umelipa 50. So Kenyans don't understand hii pesa inaibiwa ni yao. So I was looking for a style of bringing the point home. Nitafanyaje mtu akoko kwa village aelewe vile corruption na muaffect. Juu kumbuka huu mtu unamwambia 7 billion has been stolen na hajaiguza milioni. How do you make them relate? Kwa sababu hizo vitu, that's why they are usually disconnected. Juu unawambia 6 billion imeibwa na hajaiguza hata 300 ama 500.
Let's talk about the places that you've gone, right? And we've seen the projects. We've seen the projects online. If you don't know Morara's projects, by they follow his page and just see how many of those exposes. Some of them, baka unajua, like you have lethargy because like when you watch news of like accidents, it just becomes like
emotional fatigue.
Unachoka, right? You even realize that, okay, now I have corruption, right? But the people that you meet, what's their reaction when you talk to them? Because we've seen you do road side rallies, sort of.
Those are civic engagement rallies where we, even people speak back to us. Huwa tunapeana mic kwa watu wanatuongelesha. But the feeling is this. One, there's a feeling of anger among Kenyans with what is going on. Secondly, there's a feeling of hopelessness, especially with the young population. Millions of them have graduated with degrees, diplomas. They don't have opportunities and they have no hope of any opportunities because the things the government is talking about, they cannot relate. For example, when the president says he has created 160,000 jobs in the housing program, housing program, hii ni kazi ya mjengo. Na nyumba ikijengwa ikiisha, imeisha. And you see, these people didn't go to school kwenda kufanya mjengo. When you hear the president talking about 250,000 jobs in Germany, for you to immigrate to Germany to work there, you need to go for German classes. You have to be fluent in German. That costs 137,000. So kama hawana hiyo 137,000 ya German classes peke yake, where are they now going to go to Germany? So you find that there's a hopelessness within the communities, there's anger within the communities, and there's mistrust. There's mistrust for leaders.
And what do you think you're serving our community? Because, exposing is one thing, right? But what do you think your impact is?
I have an impact on the population, but I don't have impact on leaders. I have an impact on Kenyans because Kenyans are beginning to see the truth and come to the light and to see the games that have been played on them. But I don't have impact on leaders and government in terms of them getting to do those projects. One, because those projects already allocated and money was stolen. So you can't reallocate it again. First, lazima ile pesa iliibiwa itafutwe ilienda wapi. And you see those people that stole that money, most of them have political power or political connections. The people are in government, they don't care about me exposing them. Iyo hawajali. In fact, they are used to being called corrupt. They even know that Kenyans will vote for them as corrupt people. Yeah. So because Kenyans are used to voting for corrupt people, the government or its leaders or the president or the deputy president or cabinet secretaries or MPs, they don't care that you're calling them corrupt. They are okay with it. They know watu bado watawapigia kura. So because of that, I've not had any impact on government side, but I've had an impact on the population. And I believe if I continue impacting the population, I might impact them enough to change this government.
Okay. I believe exposing is it's a good thing. It's for the here and now. You see something bad, you go on and talk about it. But I'd like to know personally, what's your end game? What are you seeing that will come out of all of this? How do you see Kenya with in the next couple of years with everything that you're fighting for right now? If it's all fixed,
my mission is to inspire leaders of integrity to come out of hiding and take positions of leadership and lead our country. We have left our country to criminals. That is the truth. In other countries, the country has a mafia. In Kenya, a mafia has a country. We need leaders of integrity. we have leaders of integrity in Kenya, people who've been born, have leadership qualities, and can actually lead our country to a better place. But most of them are afraid of politics. And the reason they're afraid of politics is, number one, the commercialization of politics. Our politics imekuwa juu ya do. Ukifikiria kwenda kuchukua maybe position ya MP usaidie watu, kitu ya kwanza unafikiria ni wase watakuomba do huko kwa ground. Watakwambia wewe tupe pesa kwanza ndio tuongeleshe. So if you go watch my videos even on X, on Instagram, utaona everywhere I go, I tell people mambo ya pesa kwa siasa imeisha. Mtu akiwaletea pesa hapa mrudishe nayo na mumwambie hiyo pesa ni yenu, mmeibiwa. So that number one, politics does not become for rich billionaires and millionaires who have actually stolen from the population. Ikweni leaders of integrity who are currently in business. Some of them are in their professions in healthcare, others are in their professionals as teachers, wengine wanaendesha boda, but wako na leadership qualities in them. Waanze kutokea, waanze kufeel they can take this themselves and lead.
Morara, wacha nikuulize. Are you an idealist? Because reality, unaona kijana hapa hata amekupigia Ochieng alikuambia hawezi hata bus, we spoke about this at 7 a.m. If you'd return change, right? The situation is desperate in this country. You've mentioned it, a lot of young people hawana majob, hawana makazi. So mtu akuja hapo akupatie 5k or whatever, 50 bob, 500. Unafikiria kijana ataacha hiyo pesa?
Yeah, that is what should happen. That is what should happen, because that's what happened in civilized countries. Sahi Donald Trump is a billionaire, sindio? According na jet zimeandikwa Trump. But he has raised $470 million US. $470 million US for his campaign. That's even more than Kenya's budget for 5 years. That's what he has raised for his campaign in the US. Because watu wanamchangia $10, $20 uko US. The reason it's important to changia watu wenye wako na integrity waingie kwa viti za siasa ni because when we contribute to them, we own them. Unaona sasa kama mimi sasa nimechangiwa na Wakenya. Hebu angalia video ya jana, kuna jamaa aliniambia, wewe Morara wewe, nilikuchangia pesa, leta microphone niongee. People own you. They own what you have, and that's a beautiful thing, because but it means you'll be accountable.
Even the billionaires wanachangiwangwa?
No, in Kenya watu hawachangiwangi, watu wanaiba pesa wanakuja wana campaign nayo.
Finally, you are a family man,
yes.
You're a businessman, and do you get time, because we talk about mental health issues, especially for young men in Kenya. Do you get time to have downtime? Because every time nafungua video mazee uko na expose a different county, my math kwa kichwa ni how many kilometers alifika hapo aje, alilala, weekend alijienjoy ama alikuwa tu maspika?
First, I work very hard in terms of mambo ya civic education. I do it even sometimes up to night. Like sasa jana, juzi, I was on TikTok live doing civic education up to around saa 7 ya usiku. So, but I spare time for my family. Sasa my wife, we speak on the move. She comes by the office. We talk about one or two things. We fix things here, and then tunapatana jioni nyumbani tukikula, and we talk in the morning and at night. The same with my kids. We talk in the evening nikikuja na asubuhi kabla nitoke. We play music, we talk about one or two things, and then weekends we are also together. And also there are times I travel with my wife. Unaona nikienda hizo Vampire Diaries, kuna time yeye ndio ni drive.
Wow.
Ni vile aonekana kwa video because she has nothing to do with my political endeavors, but kuna time yeye ni drive, kuna time anakuanga tu present tu hapo but ameketi ndani ya gari. So sometimes we just enjoy ourselves on the move and live life as we move. So 90% of my time nafanya mambo ya civic education, 10% ndio najienjoy nayo.
Morara.
Yes.
Una campaign na pesa za watu?
Of course nita campaign na pesa za watu. Usijaanza campaign, sasa nafanya civic education na pesa za watu. But kama nitataka kiti ya siasa, ni ukweli nita campaign na pesa ya kwa box.
2027 unasimama?
Wakenya ndo watanishow. Unaona saa hii building mali mko, hapa ndio register political party zako. Nikichomoka interview naendea certificate yangu ya political party hapa chini. Kwa sababu mambo ya vijana kuachia wazee siasa ati tunaambiwa you are too young, anza na MCA, imeisha. Hapa tunafaa tusimamisha hata president mwenye ako 29 years old hapa. Kwa sababu there is nothing that they can do different. We've realized that these people, even with education, they are just thieves.
Wow.
Our president has a PhD, but you can see what's happening in the country.
Thank you so much for making the time to be here, Morara, and we appreciate. we will invite you. Ukishafungua pale tuko party ama umedecide unasimama, we'd love to know more. But thank you so much for making the time to be here. And remember guys, you are on The Morning Kiss.